Well, hello Dirtfish friends. It's lunchtime on Friday here at Rally Poland. We had 3 stages this morning. We had just under 60 kilometres and my goodness me, did we have some drama out in the stages. Let's start then with the big story of the morning. The opening stage, stage 2 of the rally. 29 kilometres. It was a proper challenge. Tanak made his way halfway through the stage and then it was all over for the day for Tanak. If you want to find out what happened, press that button there. We caught up with Tanak, sadly, at the side of the stage. He is out of the rally today. He may be back tomorrow. He will certainly be back on Sunday to try and claim those Super Sunday points. That was the opening drama. What about the performances in the stages? Well, a man who won this event last time out hasn't been in a Hyundai on gravel for quite some time. His first 2 outings on tarmac at the start of the year in that Hyundai were a little bit ropey. But Andreas Mikkelsen, for whatever reason, goes well on the stages here in Poland. He leads at lunchtime on Friday by just over 7 seconds. This is what he had to tell us.
Yeah, it's been a really good morning, to be honest. We touched the hill bill a little bit there, but other than that, it's been pretty faultless. Just trying to stay in the lines. Obviously, we have let's say a good starting position, and I just try to maximize that as good as I can. For sure, it will be difficult now in the afternoon loop. The other guys will go a lot faster, so we'll just try to adjust, and let's see what we can do for a second loop. It was very nice to have a stage win again, I have to say. This felt particularly good. There was some shouting inside the car after that stage.
So Andreas Mikkelsen quite clearly full of confidence. What a way to start the rally. He knows though, doesn't he, that there's a challenge ahead this afternoon with those different stage conditions and potentially this weather that could well be on the way. We talked about Tanak being the story of the morning. It's a bit of a flip of the coin, isn't it? Was the story Tanak, or was it the man sitting in second place, Martin Sesks? What a morning that young man has had. Don't forget, he might be in a Rally 1 Puma, but it's what I'm calling the Rally 1 minus. Why is that? Because it's minus that extra power that he gets from the hybrid. He is in second place, just over 7 seconds down on Andreas Mikkelsen. And you know what? He's looked comfortable out there. That for me is the astonishing thing. We know the kid's got talent. He won this event in the WRC last year. He's very, very quick on the fast gravel, but so little experience, so little testing time. He got in the car this morning and he drove like a veteran.
We were driving in our speed, just being clean, and it looks like it's what it needs to be done with this car. Of course, after the stage, it was a bit of a shock. Of course, it was, and now it was the next stage to calm down again, because for sure, we didn't put the pressure on us, but you know, it sits in your mind like, oh, crazy, it's fast. But
did you know it was a good stage time before you saw the time? Did you think, oh yeah, that was quick?
No, not at all, not at all, not at all. It wasn't a risky drive. Well, the thing is that. Yeah, I was driving in our speed, still learning things, but so I think maybe that we were driving more calm and more precise. It just paid off. We didn't like over push places. So one thing which I learned today is that shifting, because there is some places where the timing of shifting is more important. Sometimes the revs drop. So it's a lot of things happening, and of course preparing the car and things like that. Still a lot to learn.
Oh, I can't wait to see what Martins can do this afternoon. Different challenge for him, that is for sure. But he does look and sound very confident, very composed, very assured. In third place, what's Elfyn Evans? Just over 11 seconds off the lead. Elfyn's been a little bit under the weather, and we know he's very much a confidence driver. But he's right there, Elfyn Evans, the most experienced driver in our top 3 for sure. What did he make of his morning? Are you okay?
I'm surviving.
What is it, a cold, a flu?
Yeah, something like that.
And that's difficult when it gets as hot and humid as this, I guess.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I don't know, the car wasn't so bad. The balance and the feeling was generally okay. Just judging the grip, in all honesty, it's changing quite a bit, especially that last short stage there, like really quite changeable in terms of grip. But otherwise fine.
Do you know what? It's been a really tight morning out there. Our top 6 cars separated by 16 seconds. The Pumas are all going well. Rovanperä is in 4th. He's the man that might yet pull a surprise here, that's for sure. Keep an eye on him this afternoon. But in 5th place, Adrian Formeau. Couple of difficult rallies for him. Needed a good morning. He had a good morning.
The speed is still really there, but the grip is low, so it's like driving on really small stones all the time. It's not so easy, but it's okay. I'm quite happy with the pace. We are still in the fight for podium, so then it's positive. It's a shame that there was a chicane at the end, and we went around this instead of turning left. So we should have looked a bit more at the roadbook.
Really good to hear you so positive out there this morning, particularly about the Puma. I think at one point you said the Puma's on fire in the stages.
Yeah, help me, Tom Cruise.
Which film was that?
It was Talladega Nights. When he said, I'm on fire, help me, Tom Cruise.
There is a monster storm on the way.
Yeah, we have even received a text from the Poland government saying a big storm is coming. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, Formeau is a man full of confidence right now, isn't he? Just behind Adrian in the overall standings. It's his teammate. He's had a good morning out there, that is for sure. Gregoire Munster has looked assured, maybe for the first time in a Rally 1 car. Well done to him. What about the rest of our Rally 1 runners and riders then? Well, the man who's opened the road, Thierry Neuville, has struggled out there this morning. Struggled a little bit to understand the new mapping system on that car. It's maybe not quite to his liking. He's also had a few issues with a handbrake out there. So a couple of little overshoots, quite a long way off the lead, but he's the master at retrieving difficult situations, that is for sure. Don't write Thierry Neuville off even yet. Takamoto Katsuta, very much a confidence driver, very much lacking in confidence out there this morning. He struggled more than anyone to get a feeling for the car. On these high-speed stages, it's all about commitment, and if you can't commit that car to those corners, you're in trouble, and that has been the problem that Takamoto has faced out there this morning. Let's see how he gets on this afternoon. What about WRC2 then? Well, as always, really tight out there, but our winner from Sardinia, Sami Pairi, we found a little seat earlier on, and we caught up with him.
Yeah, I'm pushing quite much, but it's the types of or how the stages are. It allows you to push, kind of, because it's in many places you have room to go a bit wide on the exit. So I know how it works on this kind of a rally. So I'm trying to push.
You've done a great job. Your co-driver, Eni, is saying it's time to go. So up from the chair. Well done, Sammy. So there we are, folks. Tyre fitting zone behind us. Our rally leader, Andreas Mikkelsen, just getting into the car, heading out to the afternoon's loop of stages. We have 4 more to come today, a repeat of this morning's 3 stages, and then back to Mikowaiki for the arena stage. We know kind of what to expect in the stages. It'll be a little bit rough, there'll be some ruts. The big question mark, however, is over this threatened, impending storm, and it's a proper storm that's on the way. It's a storm that's potentially so severe that the local authorities have issued warnings to people who are out and about. Is that storm going to hit? If it does hit, what effect is it going to have on our rally? Well, we'll find out by following dirtfish.com. We're heading off back into the stages, folks. Stick with us on all our channels. We'll be there if anything should happen.